On September 20, 2023, Secretary of National Defense Gilberto Teodoro Jr. stunned lawmakers and the nation by revealing a bold new vision for the Philippine Navy. Instead of the previously discussed 4, the Navy's new goal was to acquire not 4, but 8 advanced frigates. This announcement sent ripples through the halls of Congress and across the country, signaling a major shift in the Philippines' maritime strategy and defense priorities. This bold announcement didn't just double the previously known plan, it marked a dramatic escalation in naval ambition. Lawmakers and defense experts alike were quick to recognize the significance, understanding that such a move would require not only increased funding, but also a long-term commitment to naval modernization and regional security. Until that moment, the focus had been on 2 Jose Rizal-class frigates, already in service, and 2 new corvettes under construction, ships that would soon be reclassified as frigates. This brought the total to 4 modern vessels, a modest but important step for the Navy. The new vision, however, would see the fleet doubled, dramatically increasing the Navy's operational reach and capabilities. Teodoro's statement came at a critical time, hinting at rapid expansion just as tensions in the West Philippine Sea were rising. The region's security environment was becoming more complex, with frequent incursions and growing challenges to Philippine sovereignty. The need for a stronger maritime presence was clearer than ever. With 8 frigates, the Philippine Navy would be transformed, gaining the ability to patrol vast stretches of ocean, deter potential aggressors, and defend the nation's maritime interests with far greater confidence and effectiveness. Frigates are the backbone of any modern navy. These versatile warships are capable of anti-air, anti-surface, and anti-submarine warfare, making them essential for both defense and deterrence. Their advanced sensors and weaponry allow them to operate independently or as part of a larger task force. With a fleet of 8, the Philippines could maintain a persistent presence in key waters, respond to multiple threats simultaneously, and project strength across its maritime domain. This would not only enhance national security, but also reassure allies and partners in the region. Teodoro's words marked the beginning of a new era, one defined by ambition, credible deterrence, and a renewed commitment to maritime security. The vision for 8 frigates was more than just a number. It was a statement of intent and a promise to safeguard the nation's future. The conversation had shifted decisively, from incremental upgrades and cautious steps to a bold leap toward true naval power. The Philippines was now charting a course toward a stronger, more capable Navy, ready to meet the challenges of a changing world. To truly appreciate the scale of Defense Secretary Teodoro's vision for the Philippine Navy, it's important to first examine the current state of the fleet. The Navy has undergone significant changes in recent years, but the journey is far from over. At the heart of the Navy's modernization are 2 Jose Rizal-class frigates, delivered in 2020 and 2021. These ships represent a major milestone. They are the first purpose-built, missile-capable warships in the Philippine Navy's history, equipped with advanced sensors and weaponry that bring the fleet into the modern era. Building on this progress, 2 more advanced frigates are currently under construction by Hyundai Heavy Industries in South Korea. These new ships are based on the larger and more capable HDC 3100 design, promising even greater firepower and endurance for future missions. With these additions, the confirmed total rises to 4 modern frigates. This marks a dramatic leap forward from the days when the fleet relied on aging World War II-era vessels, which were often outmatched by regional threats and technological advances. All 4 of these ships are fully funded, with construction well underway or already completed. They are set to become the backbone of the Navy's surface combat force, providing a credible deterrent and a foundation for future growth. However, Secretary Teodoro's ambitious goal of an 8-frigate fleet means the Navy must double its current strength. This raises important questions about how and where the next 4 ships will be sourced and what capabilities they might bring. Will these additional frigates be newly constructed, or could they come as transfers or joint projects with allied nations? The answer will shape the Navy's future for decades to come. The recent announcement has sparked widespread speculation and debate, signaling the start of a determined search for rapid expansion and modernization. Today, the Navy's modernization is about more than just replacing old ships. It's about building a force that can protect the nation's interests, respond to new challenges, and secure the maritime future of the Philippines. After Teodoro's announcement, attention turned to Japan as the likely source of additional frigates. The Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force is retiring its 6 Abukuma-Class destroyer escorts, ships equivalent to light frigates. Japan has already transferred patrol vessels and aircraft to the Philippines, making a frigate transfer a logical next step. Rumors suggest early talks about the Abukuma-Class, though no formal deal exists. If the Philippines acquires 4, it would instantly reach the 8-frigate goal. The Abukuma-Class, designed for anti-submarine and anti-surface warfare, would boost the Navy's capabilities. However, transferring military ships is complex, involving negotiations, refits, and costs. The Abukuma-Class remains the most plausible but still unconfirmed path to rapid fleet expansion. In the wake of recent reports, experts were quick to clarify the situation. The Abukuma-Class ships, while certainly valuable additions, are not intended as direct replacements for purpose-built modern frigates. Their role is more nuanced and requires a closer look at both their capabilities and limitations. Former Navy leaders and defense officials describe these vessels as stopgap assets, useful for temporarily boosting fleet numbers and filling operational gaps, but not a comprehensive or long-term solution to the Navy's modernization needs. Built in the late 1980s, these ships are equipped with technology that is now considered outdated. To bring them up to the standards required by today's Navy, they would need extensive and costly upgrades, especially in their electronic and weapons systems. Before any transfer, sensitive Japanese systems would be removed for security reasons. This means the Philippines would face the challenge of refitting these ships with entirely new radars, sonars, and combat management systems, an undertaking that is both technically demanding and expensive. Achieving fleet commonality and ensuring these ships can operate seamlessly with the rest of the Navy would require a major investment, a comprehensive overhaul, and careful integration planning. Even with good maintenance records, the ship's material condition would need thorough inspection. Any hidden issues in the hull, engines, or onboard systems could require significant repairs before the ships are ready for active duty. The cost of restoring, refitting, and modernizing these vessels could be substantial, potentially rivaling the expense of acquiring newer ships, especially when factoring in long-term maintenance and support. The consensus among experts is clear. Acquiring the Abukuma-Class offers a promising opportunity to quickly enhance naval presence, but it demands careful planning, adequate funding, and realistic expectations about what these ships can deliver. While these ships can rapidly boost the Navy's operational presence and help fill immediate gaps, integrating them effectively into the fleet will be a complex, resource-intensive process that requires both technical expertise and sustained commitment. Ultimately, the Navy must carefully weigh the benefits of rapid expansion against the significant challenges of upgrading, integrating, and sustaining older ships, ensuring that short-term gains do not come at the expense of long-term capability and readiness. The push for 8 frigates is driven by strategic necessity, not prestige. The Philippines' vast maritime domain is difficult to patrol with a small fleet, leaving waters vulnerable. In contested areas like the West Philippine Sea, a larger fleet means a more credible, persistent presence outside. The rule of 3 in naval operations means only a fraction of ships are available at any time. 8 frigates would allow 2 or 3 to be on station consistently. This deters aggression, protects resources, and reassures allies and citizens alike. Modern frigates enhance maritime awareness, law enforcement, and disaster response. A larger fleet also strengthens regional partnerships and joint operations with allies. Ultimately, 8 frigates shift the Navy from a reactive force to a proactive defender of national interests. The Abukuma-Class, commissioned between 1989 and 1993, were built for anti-submarine and anti-surface warfare. Slightly smaller than the Jose Rizal-class, they carry a 76mm gun, Phalanx CIWS, torpedoes, ASROC rockets, and Harpoon missiles. These systems, though dated, remain effective and would fill critical gaps in the Navy's anti-submarine capabilities. However, their electronics and combat systems are a generation behind, lacking modern integration and stealth. Upgrading them would require new radars, sonars, and combat management systems to ensure interoperability. The ship's age means less situational awareness and slower response compared to new frigates. Still, with proper modernization, they could serve effectively for another 15-20 years. The Abukuma-Class offers a solid platform, but not a turnkey solution. Their value lies in rapid expansion, if the Navy invests in the necessary upgrades. The real challenge isn't acquiring the Abukuma-Class, it's making them operational. Restoration and modernization will require overhauling hulls, engines, and especially combat systems. Sensitive equipment will be removed, so the Navy must install new radars, sonars, and electronic warfare suites, likely costing hundreds of millions of dollars. Introducing a new ship class means new spare parts, logistics, and specialized crew training. Training programs and manuals must be developed, and sailors may need to train in Japan. Building this support infrastructure is complex and time-consuming. Politically, both governments must approve the transfer, and Philippine lawmakers must fund the upgrades. The process, from transfer to full operational status, could take years per ship. Success depends on sustained political will, careful budgeting, and strategic focus. The hurdles are significant, but so are the potential rewards. What's confirmed? 2 Jose Rizal-class frigates are in service, and 2 more advanced frigates are under construction, guaranteeing a 4-frigate fleet. Secretary Teodoro's public goal of 8 frigates signals a clear policy direction, moving the idea from speculation to official ambition. The biggest unknown: the source and status of the next 4 ships. While Japan's Abukuma-Class is the leading candidate, no formal agreement or terms have been announced. Key details: material condition, systems to be removed, upgrade costs, and funding remain unresolved. There's no public budget or timeline for restoration and modernization. The timeline for transfer and commissioning is also unclear. The Navy has a declared goal and a plausible path, but the specifics are still in flux. The next steps depend on negotiations, funding, and technical assessments. For now, the vision is set, but the journey is just beginning. The 8-frigate vision is the most ambitious step in Philippine naval history. Secretary Teodoro's announcement has inspired optimism and a sense of urgency. Acquiring 4 Abukuma-class ships from Japan is a credible, though unconfirmed, path to doubling the fleet. But these are aging platforms that require costly upgrades and logistical support. The foundation is strong. 2 modern frigates in service, 2 more on the way. The next chapter, reaching 8, depends on funding, international cooperation, and overcoming technical hurdles. Japan's partnership could be pivotal, blending new acquisitions with strategic transfers. The goal is real, but the outcome hinges on political will and practical execution. The defense community now watches closely, hopeful that this bold vision will soon become reality.